I wasn't able to partake in the volunteering process, but it was a heartwarming sight. I donated 1,000 won by making a call to the flood relief service.
I hope there's no more news about rain.
Yep, one last thing. To those who are affected by the flood, hang in there.
Oh boy, that was quite a dialogue, right? Now, if you couldn't catch all the details, don't worry. We're going to take a couple of the expressions and apply it to more expressions so you can better understand what we just talked about. First expression, please. 저는 자원봉사활동에 참여하지 못했습니다. Hopefully you haven't forgotten just yet. It was only minutes ago we talked about it. 참여하지 못하다. This is a phrase I want you to remember, right? Do you remember? 뭐뭐 하지 못하다. I wasn't able to participate? No, I taught you a different one. Participate is correct too, but partake in the 자원봉사활동에 volunteering process. So key phrase, of course, is to remember I wasn't able to partake. So all together one more time, I wasn't able to partake in the volunteering process. Now let's try applying this phrase into different expressions as well. So remember the key is partake, to partake. First example, please. 제 남동생은 오디션에 참가하지 못했습니다. Now, of course, 남동생 is my younger brother, and audition in English is audition. If you want to take part in an audition, is in the audition. So altogether, you could have my younger brother wasn't able to partake in the audition. Wasn't able to partake. 참가하지 못했습니다. Wasn't able to partake. So repeat the entire sentence after me. My younger brother wasn't able to partake in the audition. One last time. My younger brother wasn't able to partake in the audition. Let's try applying it to a little bit more tricky sentence. 회사 동료는 학회에 참석했습니다. 참석했습니다. This time your colleague could participate or could what? Take part? Partake. My colleague was able to partake in the conference. My colleague was able to partake in the conference. So 참석했다, was able to partake. 참석하지 못했다, wasn't able to partake. So repeat this sentence after me. 회사 동료는 학회에 참석했습니다. My colleague was able to partake in the conference. One last time. My colleague was able to partake in the conference. So pretty clear, right? I hope you can, if you can't take anything away from today's lesson, take away partake, partake. An easy way to remember it is by thinking to take part, changed around, to partake. All right, and now we're ready for our next segment, so stick around. Twitter Writing 140, here we go. Twitter Writing 140, here we are. This is where I take your clever tweets and help you transform them into a more friendly sentence in regards to spoken English. Today I want to take a closer look at weather theme, weather conditions. All right, let's first listen to your tweets in Korean. Listen carefully.
오래간만에 일기예보 적중. 유후!
어젯밤 날씨는 환상이었어요. 바람이 솔솔 불어 잠이 잘 오는 그런 밤이었어요.
Did you know that Korea is located geographically in a region where it's really hard to detect the weather forecast? Now, because of that, I too like to really celebrate when they get the weather forecast right. So on that note, let's take a closer look at the first tweet. 오래간만에 일기예보 적중! Yoo-hoo! Alright, and you have long-time weathercast target. Yoo-hoo! Now, I like the use of word target. Target is, of course, like this thing. So if you get it on there, it's a target. So I like that you use that word. But we need a verb. So let's start out the sentence with, it has been a long time. It's been a long time. Weathercast is target. 오래간만에잖아요. Since the weathercast, let's see. hit the target will do. Because if they get it right, you hit the target. 적중하다, hit the target. So you have, it's been a long time since the weathercast hit the target. Now, yoo-hoo is an expression, and I like it in Korean, but unfortunately, yoo-hoo in English is a brand for a chocolate milk. Instead, we could say something like, hooray, hooray, or even yay. And that will take its perfect place next to yoo-hoo, hooray. So altogether you could have, it's been a long time since the weathercast hit the target, hooray. And of course I have my humble recommendation as well. Let's take a look at the Korean sentence one more time. 오래간만에 일기예보 적중, yoo-hoo. And here's my recommendation. The weather forecast was spot on for the first time in a long while. Nice, nice. I'm saying pretty much the same thing, utilizing different words. Actually, it's a little bit more lengthy, so I like the other example a little bit better, but same meaning. The weather forecast was spot on. To be spot on is the same thing as to hit the target. 적중하다, spot on. So together you could have, the weather forecast was spot on for the first time in a long while. Nice, nice. Same thing as hooray or yay. Nice, nice.